It was mid-2015 in the late 1.9 period of Geometry Dash. The skill and popularity of Wright and Cyclic were booming, and along with it the community was as well. Skill levels were reaching the point the community had never seen before with the likes of Cataclysm and Ice Carbon Diablo X. Wright had made himself the sole best player in the eyes of many and became the figurative head of the English community. To set the bar even higher, he had started work on a level that would push the limits of what was possible in Geometry Dash. BloodBath. This level would use many different gameplay mechanics and types, however one skill obviously outshined the rest: straight flying. With the majority of the community being unaware of how the game capped FPS based on a refresh rate, most players were bound to their 60Hz monitors and were not as adept at the ship game mode, while the few 144Hz players thrived, Wright being a prime example. As the popularity of Wright and BloodBath grew, the community got bigger and more profitable for RobTop, the developer of the game. On August 12th of 2015, BloodBath was verified, marking the new hardest demon in the game by a long shot. This level remained unbeaten until 7 months after it was verified, and stayed at the top of the demon list for over 8 months after it was verified. The verification video, before it was deleted, boasted a massive 5 million views, even reaching other gaming communities and being recognized outside the Geometry Dash community. This level had a huge impact on the game, with nearly 17 million downloads and well over a million likes. It was obvious that this level was making RobTop himself and his game more popular and gaining him more money as a result. Riot as well seemed like a perfect community figure for everyone to look up to. Everything was smooth sailing, and it would be desirable for him to keep it that way as long as possible. Well, there was a reason BloodBath stayed hard for so long. Just 3 weeks after BloodBath was verified, RobTop released 2.0. It was well known that RobTop postponed releasing the 10th major update to the game so that Riot could verify BloodBath before then. However, I believe he postponed it for another ulterior motive. Coincidentally, 2.0 was the update that changed the ship game mode's physics to give it slightly more gravity, falling slower than before. This change made ship as a game mode much more difficult and especially affected straight flying. At this point in time, the 144Hz craze was beginning to catch on, so many players barely noticed a difference due to being distracted by changing their monitor's refresh rate at the time. BloodBath went from being extremely hard to seemingly impossible overnight. Many people believe that RobTop is simply a bad programmer, and they would be correct. However, I personally think some of the changes he made are intentional.